I'm gonna take the pinion assembly out, pinion shaft here. First thing we gotta do is take this pinion lock nut off. It's 30 millimeter. You cannot reuse these because of the locking crimp that they put in it. So if you take this off, you need to replace it with a new one. Alright, now I need to pull the companion flange off. It's really dirty. I've got to get a puller to pull it off. Alright, I'm going to try this 3-claw. See if this one's on it. Maybe short. None of the other. They pop off, they pop off. Dig it in to the dirt inside the end of the pinion shaft. I haven't even started pushing on anything solid yet. Alright, pulled it off. Didn't take much. There you go. That's going to get a good cleaning. So does my shop, needs a good cleaning. I have nowhere to put anything. There's so much junk in here. That's going to be a project for this winter. Now, I need to press that all the way through. I don't have a hydraulic press. I have an arbor press, but it only has a 4-inch stroke, and it's a small one. So I might be able to rig up something using a bottle jack. Let me see what I can do. I'll be back. Let's pop the seal out. See if I can get it out. Catch the lip of it. The outer support bearing. This is the press. This whole assembly out. So I broke down and bought this 12-ton chop press just to push this pinion out, because I have a feeling it's going to get pushed in and out probably at least 4 times before I get the pinion shim the right thickness. So it was either buy this buy some shims for under $200, or buy another differential, running the risk of it having the same issues this one does as far as the mesh and or backlash, and then having to redo that one too. So you get to see some video footage of me pushing out the pinion, reassembling, pushing the pinion in, retorquing the preload on the pinion nut, and hopefully I'll only have to do this once, but with my luck it probably won't work the first time and I'll have to adjust the shim. So let's get started. I've already got the seal pulled out. That seal is a complete outside flange. It's not an inside, so you have to tap it from right on the edge. I've got a little bit of footage of that I'll throw in with the video with this one, pushing the pinion out. So let's get started. Okay, first thing I need to do, I need to take this out and put some put a blanket or something under there to catch the pinion. I don't want to damage the pinion when it falls out. Use cardboard, I guess. Got plenty of it all around. Part of the box from the press. This is probably going to have to go up. I'm going to try it with just the pin first. If I start to see it dimple, I'll have to put a plate over it. But we'll try this first. Make sure this is tight. That would be the pinion shaft moving out. Moving down. Alright, it's getting lighter. As you can see, the bearing's staying, but the shaft is dropping down. That's the outside bearing. It's about to fall out. There we go. Pinion shaft. Here's the other bearing. So now we have the outer support bearing. We have the inner bearing. The spacer. And then there should be a shim right underneath there. Hopefully there's enough light in here. Let's see if I can show you. See, the cage and the roller is running around the race, which is right at this wide part. The little narrow part you see down in there, that is not a lip of this race. It's actually the shim. That's the pinion shim. So I've got to push this bearing off without damaging it because I want to keep it. I don't see any major wear on this bearing, so I'm going to try to keep it. If I end up damaging the cage or the race, I'll just put another one on there. But let's go ahead and push this bearing off and take a measurement on this shim. It needs to be just a little bit thicker. Alright, let's set this thing up. Push this gear out. Actually, I need to move, let's let the pressure off this and we'll move the table up. Seems to be going down crooked. I need to adjust a little bit. Yep, I figured it was going to do that. And that didn't stay on it, so they split apart. Alright, here we go. I think I've got the clamp well enough around the race that it'll actually push it out now. Let's find out. Well, it looks like it's moving down. There it goes. Just popped loose right there. Let me put something under there to catch that pinion so it doesn't go plummeting. That'll work. Yeah, it's about to go through. Pressure a little bit. Pushing crooked. Part of the problem right there. It should be a little bit safer now that I got room for this to go more under the race. Yeah, it's getting loose now. It should just fall out. There it goes. And I caught it. Alright. So there's the gear with the bearing off. See right here? That's the shim. That's too thin. Let's see how the bearing looks. It actually looks fine. Oh, nope. There's a nick in the race right there. I'm gonna have to buy another bearing. Oh, well. Let's take this and get a measurement on it. Get a measurement on this shim here. First, I'm going to use my dial caliper. One 1.7 1 2, so it's too small pass. That's 1.74 according to this Fowler dial caliper. 1.74. Let's see what the veneer mic has. So let's go to That's 1. Let's go to 2. That's a half. That's a 2. And let's go backwards. Alright, it stopped at 26. It's 5, 10, 15, 20, 2, 4, 6. Yep. 1.74. Just the same on this as well. Alright, so the shim that's in there is a 1.74. It needs to be thicker. So I'm going to take the pinion out of the other differential and see what that one is. If that one's a little bit thicker, maybe 1.8 or 1.885. If it's too thick from there, I can always polish it 1/10 of a millimeter at a time until it fits.